Good day, friends. Quick project in for this afternoon. It's getting on for, well, it's late Friday, it's 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. Just got time to get this one in before I close today. It's a Tanglewood TRSF, I don't know what that stands for, I've got absolutely no idea, but it's got CE-LH. Well, the CE will be C to top, the LH will be left-handed, because it is a left-handed guitar. And I'm not going to faff about this, I already know what's wrong with it. I've already been across with fret rocker, and there are unlevel frets. So I need to level some frets on this, at the very least 3. It needs a setup, it needs the action lowering just a little bit. The good thing about that is, it actually doesn't need lowering that much, to be honest with you. It looks quite good. The action doesn't need lowering. Right, we'll leave the action where it is. So it just needs a setup, bit of fret work, because it says there's fret buzz everywhere. And the only thing with this, a little bit awkward because it's left-handed. But you know, we'll get around that. The action's actually really, really nice on this, so I'm going to crack on with it, get the frets sorted out, get it all polished up, get the neck set, and I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm going to check the electrics, nice Fishman EQ in there. What else can I tell you about it? What model is it? I don't know, it just says Rosewood Reserve. What's that? It's my bottle of brandy, mate. Handcrafted somewhere, designed in the United Kingdom. Well, there you go, fantastic. That's all we know about it. So, going to crack on with it, get some new strings on it, get it set up, get the frets done, and take me a couple of hours this, so back soon. So one thing I noticed after removing my strings was one of the tuners was really loose, and there's a reason for that. The size of the holes in the back there. Those holes there are much too big for a screw, so we're going to plug them and give the screw something to bite against. So I've got some, it's not quite match stroke, it's like similar to match stroke. I have some stuff I've done, it's been in one of my drawers, it's one of these things I go to every now and again, and it's like a bit like a matchstalk, also a bit like you know, the things you light campfires and that with, splints, one of you, and it's not quite a matchstalk, but it's fantastic for plugging holes in tuner holes, and it will just about go right in there. And I won't even have to put any glue in there. I'm going to put some glue in there, but I'm just going to nip in, snip it right as close as I can, pull it back out, and just give me something to bite here. I'm just going to shove it back in, as I just did, because this is like, someone's had a couple of goes with this, and there you go. Oh, that's beautiful. That's going to give me something. I'll show you what I'm doing in a second. Oh, we need about 4 mil there, which is great, and this is exactly the right size, by the way. So you see the size of that, it's thin that way, fat that way, but it goes right into these slots, and I've just, there you go, right in there like that. I'm going to go and screw something to bite against. I'm going to just drop a little bit of super glue in there, just so they don't go anywhere, and get that tuner back in then. Super glue, just drop it down the hole. I think it's healed up. Let's see where we are. If you can hear a bit of spitting in the background, there's a candle I've got there, and it's got a wooden wick. And it makes that noise. And that's what you can hear. Oh, there you go. That's it. Plenty of super glue in there. Super glue. I don't know what's super about it. I hate the stuff. Really horrible. Normally, when I want to stick, it doesn't stick, but my fingers do. Right, there you go. So I'm going to let that. I've got some accelerator up there, but I can't bother to fetch it, so just drop that in there like so. And there you go, I'm going to put that tuner back on, and it should be absolutely fine. So one tuner, might as well at least see some of the guitar, isn't it? And I will let the screw find its own bite point. We'll just get that in level. That was pretty good. And now that screw's biting something, you see. That's fantastic. So that's that little problem with the tuner sorted out. Very good. Just caught, see the reactions there, I've just caught it there. And there you go, that's a tuner just about fixed. Oh, this is great, I love it when we've got a bit of resistance. So, that's fixed. That's brilliant, that's really, really tight as well. Super duper, got that one done. That's the one we've just fixed there. It's not wobbling now, is it? Fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera so we can go across with a fret rocker. I'm going to check these frets because I know there's at least 3 need doing. However many need doing, I've already quoted him a price. I've not charged him a lot for this. He's a young lad, probably hasn't got a lot of money. I don't know, didn't ask about his financial situation. But I've priced him up, done a really cheap job on this. I've priced him up for just 3 frets. So if there's any more, I will do them free. So, alter the camera. Oh, hang on a minute. Bear with, just hang fire there a second. That's more or less where we need to be, aren't we? And what we're planning to do here is find out how many frets we need to work on. So, scale length on this, no idea. I'll find out in a second. Try 25 and a half. It's 25 and a half, and that's fantastic. And my neck is just a little tiny bit of back bow. Just need to alter that back. That will be a oh crikey, should be a 4mm adjuster. I'm hoping that truss rod's working. That looks chewed up to me. If that's the case, we can't really straighten the neck. Go with 4.5 and 4, see where we are. That doesn't look very clever at all. Oh, it's fine. Absolutely fine, it's a 4mm. There you go, neck is straight, job done. So you got 4.5 away. Fret rocker. This is where I'll find out if I've priced the job right or I'm doing myself after some money. So let's just whiz across, we'll get a marker pen just to mark off any frets that need work. Good, good. Just going to go straight up the middle first. It's a little bit high. Just put a dot on that one just so I know. I'll come back and check all the areas in a minute. This is the one's very high. Listen. Wow. Stupidly high, that one. All across the whole width of the fret. Or length, whichever way you look at it. That's why I get fret buzz. This one. Wow, very high. I'm going to do all this by hand, by the way. This side and this side. That's already 4 frets. I've got to charge them for 3. But I'm going to do it all by hand. That's 5. Wow, I should be charging more money for this. But wowzers. 6. I think I'm going to skim across a whole lot of these in one go. We won't need a lot of crowning because there's not much on these frets. Okay. Very good. done myself out of a few quid here. But at the end of the day, it's a cheap little Tanglewood. You're not going to spend £100 on a fret level, are you? So just a little bit there. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 frets need levelling or attention. 1, 2 on this side, 3, 4, same one, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 really high frets. I'm going to just go across with a flat file. Not going to mess about, and I'm going to do it on camera right now. I'm not going to mask anything up. So I'm going to take the flat side of my number 4 cut file, Swiss made number 4 file, and I'm going to use just this file, flat as anything this, and I'm just going to remove the height that way. And if that's level, which it now is, very good. I'm going to mark that one up just so I know I need to recrown that bit. I'm going to do exactly the same down all of them, because all I'm going to do is make this guitar playable. Flat side, same again. So once I get this fret level, I'll be getting less resistance, and I'll know, because all the other frets around it are acting as guide. So let's just check. It's a little bit high on this corner. Very good, very good, very good. Next one. This is a quick way of doing the frets. I wouldn't be doing an expensive guitar like this. I'd be leveling them. I'd level the whole lot properly, but I would be charging for a complete fret level, which is start at 100 quid. So this one high all the way across, I believe. Very high fret. Wow. Still high in the middle, just a little. Good there. Always wipe the file. Still a little bit high in the middle. Let's see what we do. Tiny bit, just about there. That should be it. There you go, that's fine. Check. See, the one next to it now is now out. This is a problem when you're doing individual frets. When I take a lot of material from that one, it's going to alter the relationship between that one and that one and that one and that one. 4 frets around it. So that's 7 frets I was doing, is now 8. And what I'm going to do is that's beautiful. Marking up every one I've adjusted and every area in black pen, because I know which ones to recrown, you see. So I'm going to show you how much material I've removed from that one fret, and I'm going to just turn the guitar around and hopefully you can see all the dust this side of this one. Loads of it, so that's a lot of remove, and that one next to it. Still got all these to do. So far we have levelled 4 frets. Just check that they are level. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll spots on a few of these, make sure I get the flat side. There we go. You don't want to work level because you start getting resistance. That's why we're not scratching any frets next to them, but the good thing about it is we're polishing all the frets anyway. Did all these in one fell swoop, 4 or 5 frets all in one go. That's still a little bit high. Just mark these ones up again that I've already marked. Ones I've just levelled. This side here, this side all the way down there, and that side all the way up there. Check. Good. Tiny bit high. I'll take some more off that in a minute. That's fine. That's fine. So that's still high, so we're going to go on. That's good. Check again. And there. Just a little bit higher on that edge, that's fine. Okay. That's it, the frets are level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recrown a lot, but I'm going to pay specific attention to these 7 frets I've just levelled. And they won't need a lot of work because they're really weedy frets. They're only 2 mil wide if that. So, where are we? And I did put a little dot on that fret. Was that a little bit high? Just getting that snadger right in the middle there. And we'll catch up with it. If you ignore any high spots whatsoever, they will come back to haunt you. Let's try that should be okay. Check one back, check one forward. Fantastic. So we have 9 frets to crown. I might go and get my old Stumac crowning tool, which I've not used for a long time. It's the first crowning tool I ever bought, but it does do narrow frets. Just hang fire, wait there a second, see if I've still got it. Well, I've still got it. Okay, yep. Now what did I do? I've got no idea what I did with the extra blades. Oh, I do. Put it down here before and down the side of this pocket here. Yep, very good. Okay, I bought this tool. I bought it used a few years ago. It's a fret crowning tool. and you have different blades for different types of frets, and I'm going to use the medium one. And I should be able to just nip that off there like so. Flat end there. I don't really use this. In fact, I don't use it. I've got much better tools. But this has got the right blade for these type of frets. So it's just a matter of, I'm just going to nip that up. A little bit tighter on there. And all being well, I'm going to recrown the frets using this tool. There was quite a bit of wear on these frets, so I did tell him in a couple of years' time he's going to need replacing. But let's just see how this works. I'm not expecting it to be brilliant. Oh, but it's doing the job. Is it doing the job? No, it's not good enough. I've got a better tool than that. I'm going to use the proper tool. It's this one. This will make light work of these frets. It'll just give us that little, just build up that little crown again. And I do have a diamond file for doing this job as well. I'm going to go finish it off with a diamond file in a minute, just to smooth off these frets. And this is no work at all. Now if this had been a pro musician guitar, I would have said, right, we need to do a complete fret level. In fact, I might have even recommended a refret. But because it's just a young kid, you know, you don't want to be spending a lot of money on something like this. It's not an expensive guitar. So cheap and cheerful fix, which will last him years. But that is beautiful because we have removed the flatness of those frets. Now we'll level them. And that's fantastic. And I'm now going to get my diamond crowning file. I'm going to finish them all off using this. And this is a one fret, one wipe situation. Diamond filings on this cutting edge. We always wipe this file after a fret. And just to bring them off nice, and this file we do a wet wipe and we do a dry wipe. I could get away with doing 2 or 3 at a time with this, but I'm going to stick to doing it the right way. 1, 2, 3. You know which ones you've done because at least 5 really fine filings on the fingerboard. That's 5. 6. 7. 2 more to do. 8. 1 more, and I'm going to go across with a fret rocker again, and all being well, all the frets will be level. Nine. And if I've done my job right, even though I've rushed it, if I've done it right, those frets will all be level. So let's go again. Fantastic so far. Job done, and done right. all of the frets are level. That is fantastic. I'm going to give it a spray with mineral oil. Let that soak in on the fingerboard. That will treat the wood. While I was doing that and soaking in, I will get on with polishing these frets, and really simple. I'm not bothered about getting a bit of oil on the body, we'll wipe it off later anyway. We're going to let that soak in. While that's soaking in, I will go and get a fret guard. I might as well leave the camera running. I don't know if I'm publishing this video, but I may do. We'll see. I'm going to get a fret guard. I'm going to polish the frets. Get the fret guards open. Right, okay, we'll bust the back there. Keep us on. Can you see if these are fret guards? You know what they are. If they fit over, which they do perfectly, I'm going to use these fret guards, and we're going to polish these frets. Fantastic stuff. Get a piece of finest grade steel wool, like so. And while this oil is soaking in, mineral oil, which is basically, you know, it's lemon oil, it's a mineral oil, flavoured with a little bit of lemon to make it smell nice. It's specially formulated for rosewood and ebony fingerboards. But using these guards, I can polish the frets without digging into the wood, because I don't want to be digging into the wood. So there you go. And this is just gonna bring those frets up nice. Not always a great deal to work with because they're really low and thin frets. I would say 2mm, and they're about 0.8mm high, but not high at all. But these frets are coming up nice. At the end of the day, it's all about playability. That's it. That's why we need to get the neck straight. We need to get the frets level. It's a bit like a new guitar when it gets this back later. All being well, I don't know what I can do with this one. A lot better. I don't normally film a whole job in one go, but today I just feel like it. And I certainly don't ever work in silence. It's just I've been done for copyright issues for having music on in the background, so I don't bother anymore when I'm filming. As soon as this turn this camera off, I'll have some music on. Welcome back. I do apologise if this clip coming in doesn't make sense with the last part, because I left the video running and I forgot all about it. I was answering the phone, talking to my missus and all sorts, so I've had to snip it. So if I missed anything out, I'm sorry. But after levelling the frets, and my guitar is upside down because it's left-handed, after levelling the frets and that, cleaned the fingerboard, treated it, scraped all the crap off there, cleaned it all up, polished the frets, blah blah blah, and set the guitar up. And I wish all guitars that come in were like this. I know it's left-handed, so it's a pain in the groin anyway for me, but this was such an easy setup. Everything's just gone together brilliant. We put a set of Elixir 1152 nano webs on there, which Tom sent with the guitar, and the guitar plays fantastic. Not that I'd really know, because I'm not left-handed, but I've played it a bit upside down, and I'm not going to play upside down on camera. But what this has had is had a fret level, basically. All frets levelled. Well, I did 9, charged him for 3. Anyone else, this has been 90 quid, is paying considerably less than that, because I quoted the price the other day. Thing is, the job's only took me, it's not even took me a couple of hours, so I'd feel like I was robbing him or ripping him off if I'd charged him any more than what I'm charging him. So basically I've charged him for 2 hours, or just under 2 hours. I was just about to wipe the guitar over with a little bit of cleaner, and that is it. It is done. It looks fantastic. Remember also, I repaired this tuner on the low E string, which was falling off. Well, that would be giving tuning issues. There's some really high frets down this end. There's no frettables anywhere now on this guitar. It plays absolutely fantastic. The action was right anyway. The truss rod I've loosened off just a little bit, quarter turn. And I have treated the fingerboard and the saddle or the bridge with some lemon oil. So that's it. This one is done. And I'm just going to strap back on, put it back in its box. Well, I'm going to clean it up first, stick it back in its case, and blah blah blah. It's ready to go. So this is me, Victor Christian, signing off. Another one finished today. It's Friday afternoon. I think I have just about done for the day. There's one more I need to do before lunchtime tomorrow. I could do it in the morning. I don't know. I might do it in a minute. I don't know yet. So it's me, Victor Christian. Just before I do go, my website is now up and running at fretfriend.co.uk. fretfriend.co.uk. You can also check me out at Facebook, facebook.com/ng17. That's facebook.com/NGONESEVEN. You probably get more details on the Facebook right now at the moment because my webpage at fretfriend.co.uk is still slightly under construction. There's a lot of information on there, but it needs tweaking a lot. It's just a rough draft up there at the moment. So that's it. That's it. Friday afternoon. I'm Victor Christian. I'm your fret friend. I'm signing off. I'm done for the day, just about. So, till next time, boys and girls, as always, well, God bless you. Be good to each other. I'll see you soon.